ahead and hit that subscribe button up there. Subscribe to the channel. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, but let me go ahead and drop this tutorial on y'all real quick. Today, I'm working on waist trainers. So that's what we're working on today on the Racoma EM1010. And let's jump into it. So all we're gonna need to do these trainers, you're not gonna need a whole lot of special equipment because we're just gonna float these. And if you don't know what floating is in the embroidery world, you're about to find out. All we're gonna need, some tearaway backing. This is really thin, so I'm using 2 layers of it. Probably see my face. Standard hoop, 4x5, 5x5, whatever you want. And a couple of hand clamps. And of course, a blank waist trainer. I don't know nothing about no waist trainers. I'm skinny the motherfucker, but I do know how to stitch on them bad boys. All right, y'all, excuse my mess. Y'all know how it gets during the Christmas season, but this is gonna be really easy, all right? So all we're gonna do is, in order to hoop this backing, we're gonna set our standard clamp down. You do wanna have this pretty tight. You see it's got a snug fit whenever nothing's on there. That way it's gonna grab this backing good without having to retighten and everything like that. So I got my 2 pieces of backing and I'm gonna just press those down all by themselves. And this is how you begin your float, right? All we are hooping is whatever we're gonna use for the backing whenever we are floating something, all right? So I've got the backing hooped and that's it. That's all I'm hooping. This strap is what's getting embroidered, get floated, flute. It's gonna get fluted. We're gonna float this strap right here. So I am aligning this edge with this edge on my hoop, and then my bottom edge with the bottom edge. All you have to do is align one of them, right? And they'll both be aligned. So don't spend too much time trying to rock it back and forth. You can really just use this one, get it in the same spot that you're hooping it all the time. I can take this piece of tape right here, and this is just a placeholder for while I'm clamping this down, right? And I'll actually leave it on there while it's running, but this tape doesn't have too much significance other than making sure that this strap stays flat where I need it so that my design comes out straight, right? So now we've got this hooped. Let's take it to the machine. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's best we put the tape on and keep it straight once it's on the hoop. That's how I had been doing it, but I wanted to be able to show y'all how I am taping it, and that was the product. So I want to make sure that this is straight, zippers up. That's my band. Nice straight line. And then what I'm going to do is take my hand clamp, and I'm going to clamp it right here at the edge on this one. So this is on this plastic part right here for reference. Then my second hand clamp, I'm going to put further down. So this one is clamping it, holding it still. Then you can kind of rock back and forth to get it, make sure that you are still straight. And then this one is going to keep it from turning left and right. So now this is nice and snug. It's going to move with the machine. Take my tape now. Make sure it's straight. Put down my tape. So now I've got the bulk of it hanging off the edge. My hand clamps, which are strong hand clamps, don't get little weak hand clamps, get some little industrial ones. My hand clamps are holding this so that it is tight and not gonna move or pull my design over here that's getting floating. And then everything else is in alignment. We can go ahead and we can press start. And get work done. I'm not supposed to do stuff. And that's it, y'all. That's how we are doing these waist trainers. That our spot that they wanted them was a little bit too small in order to hoop. There was no way I was going to be able to hoop that, so I had to float it on top of my hoop. That is the back if y'all wanted to see that. It does not mess with the Velcro. I hope in the long run it doesn't. Hope the Velcro doesn't tear off my threading. But that's still a really strong Velcro on there. which you gotta rip off. It doesn't seem to mess with anything. But the options were where, over to the side, or over to this side. And they wanted it in the middle. So that's how we gonna rock it. That's it, y'all. If y'all got any comments or anything, drop them down there. I'll try to post videos when I can. I got the little one now, so you know, things get a little hectic. And it's Christmas time, but drop questions, everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can go on live, or I can do a video without the embroidery machine and just talk y'all through it. But that's it. Y'all take it easy.